Hello and welcome to my League One Game Week 39 predictions. I'm only doing League One today because there's still a League Two and a Championship game tonight. MK Dons, Colchester and Southampton, Norwich, of course, in there as well. So yeah, for tonight's games. So yeah, let's just dive straight to my weekend League One predictions. Cardiff versus Blackpool is the first 12:30 kickoff. Then we are predicting at the Cardiff City Stadium 2-0 home loss for Cardiff last time out at home to Wycombe. Bit of a disappointing loss for them in that one. Blackpool did beat Port Vale by 3-2. They got over the line. Ian Everts' side in that one. It was a very much needed win for Blackpool in that one. Climbs himself. Oh no, they're still inside that relegation zone as things stand. Cardiff scored 9 in the last 5, ranked third at home this season's average 1.9 goals per match in the league. Blackpool have scored 6 in their last 5 matches. Blackpool also haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 either. 3-1 home win for Blackpool over Cardiff on the 8th of November. Last time these sides did play. 5 wins for Cardiff, 3 draws, 3 wins for Blackpool at the moment. Second sit Cardiff at the moment. Blackpool still sitting inside that bottom 4, only a point away from the relegation places. Or point away from the safety zone, of course. Cardiff should win this. I'm going to back them too. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home Cardiff City win. I think this would be quite a comfortable win for Barry Murphy's side. But yes, saying that, they did lose, didn't they, last time out at home to Wycombe. They'll be looking for a bit of a bounce back from last time out. Luton versus Stockport is up next at Kenilworth Road. This one also 12:30 kickoff. Luton unbeaten in their last 3 games. That means they're going to lose this one because they're 2-2 inconsistent. Luton Town at the moment 5th in the league. Stockport at the moment with 59. Luton on 54. Really close in the league. Only 5 points separating these two sides down 6 places, of course, between these two as well. This one also will take place on the 12th of April for the EFL Trophy final between Luton and Stockport. 3-0 away with for Luton. Last time they did play away at Stockport. Last time they did play at Luton was all the way back in the Blue Square Premier, and it was 1-0 home. Luton win that day. 4 wins for Luton, 1 draw, 0 wins for Stockport County. That's going to change here because I think Stockport are going to win this one. Luton scored 10 in their last 5. They've been awarded the most penalties this season with 9. They haven't lost to Stockport for their last 5 meetings. Of course, the only times they have played in head-to-heads. 5 in the last 5 for Stockport. I'm going to back a Stockport County away win here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Stockport away win in this one over Luton. So they don't look or convince me, even though they have won back-to-back games. Happily to be proven wrong for them to go on a bit of a run. Maybe finish under the playoffs under Jack Wilshere here. Into the 3 o'clockers, and Wimbledon take on Peterborough is the first one up at the Cherry Red Records Stadium. Wimbledon back-to-back defeats for them. Bit disappointing, has to be said, to Stevenage and to Leighton Orient. Peterborough thrashing Rotherham by 5-0. We'll talk about Matt Hamshaw sacking when we move on to Rotherham. Wimbledon did win back-to-back games before that. It's still really tight down in League One. It's 8 points off the drop Wimbledon at the moment. 3 points up to Doncaster, I think, in 17th. So it's still very tight down the bottom of League One at the moment. 5-0 win home for Peterborough over Wimbledon on the 8th of November. 4 wins for Peterborough. 4 wins for Wimbledon, 3 draws, 6 wins for Peterborough. Last time they played at Wimbledon was way back when in 2020. 2-1 home win for Wimbledon lockdown season. That time around 13th versus 14th, both these sides on the exact same points. There's an 11 goal difference swing though, which is helping Peterborough out. As things stand, I'm going to back the Posh in this one to get over the line. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Peterborough away win in this one over Wimbledon, who they seem to stabilise a bit a few weeks back, but they've seemed to go on the downward trajectory, going to start losing again. But yeah, 1-0 Peterborough here over Wimbledon. Yeah, see it. Could just say I think Wimbledon are really exactly playing great football at the moment. Barnsley versus Doncaster next. Can Barnsley squeak into those playoff places come at the end of the season? Only 7 points off now. 7 points? No, 8 points, I should say, off those playoff places. They've drew 3 on the trot, unbeaten in their last 4 as well. There was a 2-1 win over Exeter in there as well. 12th versus 17th in the table at the moment. 6 points separate the sides in the division. 6 goals in the last 5 for Barnsley. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 22 games. Barnsley and Doncaster have not drawn any of their last 3 matches against each other. Donny only scored 4 in their last 5. Barnsley did beat Doncaster last time out by 2 goals to 1 on the 8th of November 2025. 5 wins for Barnsley, 7 draws, 4 wins for Doncaster. Last time to play at Donny in the league was all the way back in 2019, which was a 0-0 draw. But last time to play at Barnsley, was a 1-1 draw in 2018. Feels like ages ago, which it was. I'm going to back Barnsley to win this. I think this will be quite a comfortable win, although they do concede, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 home Barnsley win. So yeah, I think not keeping a clean sheet in 20 odd matches is a bit of a problem, and Barnsley will just get over the line at Oakwell at home to Donny here. Burton versus Bradford is next at the Pirelli. Burton only 1 win in their last 5, was a good away win at Northampton Town. They did lose at home to Reading last night. Bradford only getting a point at home to Mansfield. Unlucky for them in that one. They were behind in that game. 4th versus 18th in the league at the moment. Burton scored 4 in their last 5. They've won the previous 2 matches against Bradford City. Bradford have scored 6 in their last 5. At the moment, Stephen Humphreys has the most shots on target per match for Bradford City with an average of 1.2. Burton did win this fixture earlier in the season, scoring 2 goals right before half-time, got them the win in that one. 6 wins for Burton, 4 draws, 5 wins for Bradford City. As things stand, Bradford should still get playoffs at the end of the season, although a massive drop-off now. We'll probably see them finish outside the playoffs with the way teams are coming out. The Wickham, Stevenage, Huddersfield, Reading maybe as well, but yeah. I'm going to back a draw in this one. We're going to sit on the fence, go for a 1-1 draw between Burton and Bradford here. I don't really see a lot separating these two in this one, and that is why I'm backing a 1-1 draw. Leyton Orient versus Wickham now then, and Wickham coming off the highs of that big 2-0 win away at Cardiff last night. 3 wins on the trot for Richie Wellens' Leyton Orient. They seem to have picked up the pace a bit. And I think they've remembered how to play football. Beat Stevenage, beat Peterborough, beat Wimbledon. Some big wins in there. Beat some big away victories as well. 4-1 loss for Leyton Orient last time to play at Adams Park. Of course, 2 wins for Leyton Orient, 2 draws, 8 wins for Wickham. Wickham won this fixture earlier in the season by 4 goals to 1. 9th sit Wickham, 16th sit Leyton Orient as things stand at the moment here at the bet right. Leyton Orient scored 10 in their last 5, haven't kept a clean sheet. In 7th, Don Ballard is the competition's top scorer with 21. Wickham have scored 9 in their last 5 matches. Wickham have won the previous 2 matches against Leyton Orient. Head-to-heads, as we've already spoken, last time to play at Leyton Orient was 1-0 away win earlier this season for Wickham. Last time to play at Leyton Orient in the league was a 1-0 home win for Leyton Orient that day. Really difficult one to call, this one, because Leyton Orient been really good recently. Wickham did just beat Cardiff City. Was that a fluke, or we'll have to wait and find out? I'm going to back Leyton Orient. I'm going to back them to get 4 on the trot. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leyton Orient home win. I know Wickham did beat Cardiff last night by 2 goals to 0, but just narrowly backing Leyton Orient to beat Wickham and Michael Duff here. Lincoln versus Rotherham is up next in a bit of a Lincolnshire, Yorkshire crunch clash, whatever you want to call it, as first take on 22nd. Lincoln sit on 81 points at the moment. Rotherham United didn't play this midweek, I don't believe. I know they did. They got absolutely spanked by Peterborough, didn't they? They just have a game in hand over Lincoln City, from what the table says here. 4 wins out of the last 5 for Lincoln. They did draw away at Huddersfield last night. I did predict that, but I didn't predict the scoreline. Lincoln scored 12 in their last 5. Have kept the most clean sheets in the competition with 15 at the moment, ranked first at home this season. Rotherham only scored 3 in the last 5. Haven't lost to Lincoln City in the last 6 meetings. 5 wins for Lincoln, 1 draw. Joe Pallas created the most big chances for Rotherham United with 10. 3-0 home win for Rotherham over Lincoln on the 8th of November 2025. Of course, Lincoln lost at home to Rotherham on the 1st of January 2025 as well. 2 wins for Lincoln, 1 draw, 9 wins for Rotherham. Lincoln, bit of bogey side. Rotherham United for Lincoln City. Don't see that happening here. I think Lincoln are going to win this. I'm going to go for a 3-0. Lincoln win. No Matt Hampshire, of course, in the dugout. He has been sacked, I think, 6 months too late for that one, boys. But yeah, anyway, Lincoln are going to win this by 3-0 over Rotherham. I think this will be quite a comfortable Lincoln City home win here. Mansfield, Northampton next, then at the one call. Mansfield unbeaten in their last 3. They still probably could have beat Bradford last night, could have held on maybe towards the end of that game, but did concede in the end after leading by a goal to nil. Northampton 4 losses on the bounce for them. Last defeat was away at Stockport, of course. Yeah, 5 in the last 5 for Mansfield in goals-wise. They've conceded the most penalties this season with 8. Reece Oates has the most shots on target per match for Mansfield this season with 1.1. Northampton scored 3 in their last 5 as things stand. Northampton won the previous 2 matches against Mansfield Town. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 8 matches. Northampton did beat Mansfield by 2-1 on the 8th of November. 7 wins for Mansfield, 6 draws, 6 wins for Northampton. Northampton won this earlier in the season by 2-1. Earlier at Mansfield last season was a 1-0 away win for Northampton, who sit 23rd in the table. Be difficult for them to try and stay up now. They kind of fall into the clutches of Port Vale a little bit. I'm going to back a draw in this one, though. I'm going to back a 1-1 draw between Nigel Clough's Mansfield and Kevin Nolan's Northampton Town in this one. I don't think there'll be a lot separating them, and I think it will be a quite difficult game for both, and Mansfield not in particularly great form, unless they are unbeaten in 3, but yeah, I'm back at a point here, and it'll be 4-3 draws on the trot for Mansfield. Plymouth versus Huddersfield at Home Park, and Plymouth's good run keeps going, beaten in 4 at the moment. Back-to-back draws for Huddersfield Town away at Port Vale, at home to Lincoln last night against the bottom and the top club in the division. 7th versus 10th in the league so far. 8 goals in the last 5 for Plymouth. Argyle Ronan Curtis is ranked first in big chances created in the competition so far with 15. Huddersfield scored 5 in their last 5. Lyndon Gooch creating most big chances for Huddersfield Town. Huddersfield beat Plymouth earlier in the season on the 8th of November. I think that was remembered as El Sakiga between Cleverley and Grant. One's gone out the door. Huddersfield won that day, but he eventually got sacked to lead. Grant, 3 wins for Plymouth on the head-to-head, 1 draw, 2 wins for Huddersfield Town. Huddersfield sit a point outside the playoff. Plymouth 2 points outside the playoffs. It's been a remarkable comeback from Tom Cleverley's side. Are they going to get over the line in this one? I think they will, and I think they're going to beat Liam Manning's Huddersfield here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 home Plymouth Argyle win at Home Park here and get over the line. Their home form's improving, and they're going to win this by 2-1. Port Vale versus Bolton is next then at Vale Park. Bolton will be looking to win after that disappointing home draw at home to Doncaster last time out. Port Vale did lose away at Blackpool. Decent performance from them, but yeah, just came out on the wrong side of it, unfortunately for them. They do have an FA Cup quarter-final against Chelsea, though, to look forward to in a couple of weeks. Bolton haven't lost in 13 matches, mind you. They've scored 12 in their last 5. They could have got their gap from 10 points to 8 points if they did beat Doncaster last night, but they didn't, so it stays at 10. Port Vale scored 4 in the last 5. They haven't drawn any of the last 6 matches against each other, these two sides, in head-to-heads. Bolton did lose this at home in the EFL Trophy on the 30th of Jan earlier this year. 4-0 home win in the league for Bolton on that time. 1-0 away win for Bolton over Port Vale on the 30th of September. 2 wins for Port Vale, 1 draw, 11 wins for Bolton. Third sit Bolton, bottom sit Port Vale at the moment. Port Vale, you usually do okay against these top sides. I don't think they're going to do okay here. I'm going to back a 3. Now we're going to back a 2-0 away Bolton win here against Port Vale in this one. Bolton to beat Port Vale by 2-0 here. Stevenage versus Reading then at the Stevenage FC Stadium. I don't know if it's changed names, or do let me know if it's changed from the Lamex. I think we had the same conversation last week. Back-to-back 1-0 results for Stevenage. 1-0 loss and a 1-0 win. Wimbledon over Wimbledon, and then losing to Plymouth last night, of course, kind of dampening, or not really dampening their playoff hopes, but they're still in with a chance, aren't they? Only a point off Reading at the moment, aren't they? Reading did win against Burton last night, of course, as well. 6th versus 8th in the table. This is a really interesting one for the playoff race. 5 goals in the last 5 for Stevenage, goal a game. 9 goals in the last 5 for Reading. Reading haven't lost to Stevenage in the last 5 meetings, haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 10. 1-0 Reading over Stevenage early in the season on the 6th of November. Last time to play at Stevenage last season was all the way on the 9th of November. It was a 1-1 draw that day. 2 wins for Stevenage, 4 draws, 5 wins for Reading. I've never seen more of a 1-0 Stevenage home win in my life, and that is what I'm going to back. I'm going to go for a 1-0 home Stevenage home win in this one over Reading. And get back towards those playoff spots for Stevenage. Could even be in the playoff spots if results go their way. And the final game is Wigan Athletic taking on Exeter City then at the DW Stadium, of course, or the Brick Community Stadium, whatever you want to call it. Back-to-back wins, or no, back-to-back wins. 4 losses on the trot for Exeter City at the moment to Luton, Cardiff, Lincoln, Barnsley. 2 tough games against the top 2 sides in the division, home to Lincoln and Cardiff, mind you. Wigan did pick up a draw against Barnsley. They did beat Bradford in there as well, 2-0, unbeaten team for Wigan in this one. Take on an Exeter side that they are level on points with only a 4 goal difference separating them at the moment. Wigan scored 5 in their last 5. Wigan and Exeter have drawn their last 3 matches against each other. Fraser Murray is ranked 3rd in big chances created in the competition. Exeter have scored 4 goals in their last 5 matches. Haven't won a match in 12 attempts as well. 1-1 draw between the sides last Sunday play at Exeter. Last Sunday play at Wigan, not Wickham, on the 28th of September 2024 was a 0-0 draw. 2 wins for Wigan, 3 draws, 1 win for Exeter City at the moment. I'm going to back a 0-0. This smells a 0-0, and I'm going to back it. I think this will be quite a ball draw, if I'm honest, between Wigan and Exeter here. So, yeah, backing a 1-1, a 0-0 draw between Wigan and Exeter in the final game of League One predictions today. Thank you very much for watching my Gameweek 39 League One predictions. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and I'll hit the notification bell as well. And I'll speak to you on the next one, which will be League 2 predictions tomorrow, Championship predictions Friday, and then I know there's a half-12 game in the Prem, but we'll aim to get that Prem predictions out early Saturday morning. So yeah, hit the notification bell for all those videos that are coming up, and yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you on the next one.